The Feast of Mulk, Dominion. Say, nature in its essence is the embodiment of my name, the Maker, the Creator. Its manifestations are diversified by varying causes, and in this diversity there are signs for men of discernment. Nature is God's will and is its expression in and through the contingent world. It is a dispensation of providence ordained by the ordainer, the all-wise. Were anyone to affirm that it is the will of God as manifested in the world of being, no one should question this assertion. It is endowed with a power whose reality men of learning fail to grasp. Indeed, a man of insight can perceive naught therein save the effulgent splendor of our name, the Creator. Say, this is an existence which knoweth no decay, and nature itself is lost in bewilderment before its revelations, its compelling evidences, and its effulgent glory which have encompassed the universe. Baha'u'llah. It is evident, therefore, that man is ruler over nature's sphere and province. Nature is inert. Man is progressive. Nature has no consciousness. Man is endowed with it. Nature is without volition and acts perforce, whereas man possesses a mighty will. Nature is incapable of discovering mysteries or realities, whereas man is especially fitted to do so. Nature is not in touch with the realm of God. Man is attuned to its evidences. Nature is uninformed of God. Man is conscious of him. Man acquires divine virtue. Nature is denied them. Man can voluntarily discontinue vices. Nature has no power to modify the influence of its instincts. Altogether, it is evident that man is more noble and superior, that in him there is an ideal power surpassing nature. He has consciousness, volition, memory, intelligent power, divine attributes and virtues of which nature is completely deprived and bereft. Therefore, man is higher and nobler by reason of the ideal and heavenly force latent and manifest in him. Abdul Baha. That one indeed is a man who today dedicateth himself to the service of the entire human race. The great being saith, blessed and happy is he that ariseth to promote the best interests of the peoples and kindreds of the earth. In another passage he hath proclaimed, it is not for him to pride himself who loveth his own country, but rather for him who loveth the whole world. The earth is but one country, and mankind its citizens. Baha'u'llah. However, until material achievements, physical accomplishments, and human virtues are reinforced by spiritual perfections, luminous qualities and characteristics of mercy, no fruit or result shall issue therefrom, nor will the happiness of the world of humanity, which is the ultimate aim, be attained. For although, on the one hand, material achievements and the development of the physical world produce prosperity, which exquisitely manifests its intended aims, On the other hand, dangers, severe calamities, and violent afflictions are imminent. Consequently, when thou lookest at the orderly pattern of kingdoms, cities, and villages, with the attractiveness of their adornments, the freshness of their natural resources, the refinement of their appliances, the ease of their means of travel, the extent of knowledge available about the world of nature, the great inventions, the colossal enterprises, the noble discoveries and scientific researches, thou wouldst conclude that civilization conduceth to the happiness and the progress of the human world. Yet shouldst thou turn thine eye to the discovery of destructive and infernal machines, to the development of forces of demolition and the invention of fiery implements, which uproot the tree of life, it would become evident and manifest unto thee that civilization is conjoined with barbarism. Progress and barbarism go hand in hand unless material civilization be confirmed by divine guidance, by the revelations of the All-Merciful, and by godly virtues, and be reinforced by spiritual conduct, by the ideals of the kingdom, and by the outpourings of the realm of might. Abdu'l-Baha. The spirit of man is a circumambient power that encompasseth the realities of all things. Whatsoever thou dost see about thee, wondrous products of human workmanship, inventions, discoveries, and like evidences, each one of these was once a secret hidden away in the realm of the unknown. The human spirit laid that secret bare and drew it forth from the unseen into the visible world. There is, for example, the power of steam, and photography, and the phonograph, and wireless telegraphy, and advances in mathematics. Each and every one of these was once a mystery, a closely guarded secret. Yet the human spirit unraveled these secrets and brought them out of the invisible into the light of day. Thus it is clear that the human spirit is an all-encompassing power that exerteth its dominion over the inner essences of all created things, uncovering the well-kept mysteries of the phenomenal world. Abdu'l-Baha. Were one to observe with an eye that discovereth the realities of all things, it would become clear that the greatest relationship that bindeth the world of being together lieth in the range of created things themselves, and that co-operation, mutual aid, and reciprocity are essential characteristics in the unified body of the world of being, inasmuch as all created things are closely related together, and each is influenced by the other, or deriveth benefit therefrom, either directly or indirectly. Consider, for instance, how one group of created things constituteth the vegetable kingdom, and another the animal kingdom. Each of these two maketh use of certain elements in the air on which its own life dependeth, while each increaseth the quantity of such elements as are essential for the life of the other. In other words, the growth and development of the vegetable world is impossible without the existence of the animal world, and the maintenance of animal life is inconceivable without the cooperation of the vegetable kingdom. Of like kind are the relationships that exist among all created things. Hence, it was stated that cooperation and reciprocity are essential properties which are inherent in the unified system of the world of existence, and without which the entire creation would be reduced to nothingness. Abdu'l-Baha. The earth is in motion and growth. The mountains, hills, and prairies are green and pleasant. The bounty is overflowing. The mercy universal. The rain is descending from the cloud of mercy. The brilliant sun is shining. The full moon is ornamenting the horizon of ether. The great ocean tide is flooding every little stream. The gifts are successive, the favors consecutive, and the refreshing breeze is blowing, wafting the fragrant perfume of the blossoms. Boundless treasure is in the hand of the King of Kings. Lift the hem of thy garment in order to receive it. Abdu'l-Baha. The purpose and object of schools, colleges, and universities is to educate man and thereby rescue and redeem him from the exigencies and defects of nature, and to awaken within him the capability of controlling and appropriating nature's bounties. If we should relegate this plot of ground to its natural state, allow it to return to its original condition, it would become a field of thorns and useless weeds. But by cultivation, it will become fertile soil, yielding a harvest. Deprived of cultivation, the mountain slopes would be jungles and forests without fruitful trees. The gardens bring forth fruits and flowers in proportion to the care and tillage bestowed upon them by the gardener. Therefore, it is not intended that the world of humanity should be left to its natural state. It is in need of the education divinely provided for it. The holy, heavenly manifestations of God have been the teachers. They are the divine gardeners who transform the jungles of human nature into fruitful orchards and make the thorny places blossom as the rose. It is evident, then, that the intended and especial function of man is to rescue and redeem himself from the inherent defects of nature and become qualified with the ideal virtues of divinity. Abdu'l-Baha. Every man of discernment, while walking upon the earth, feeleth indeed abashed, inasmuch as he is fully aware that the thing which is the source of his prosperity, his wealth, his might, his exaltation, his advancement and power is, as ordained by God, the very earth which is trodden beneath the feet of all men. There can be no doubt that whoever is cognizant of this truth is cleansed and sanctified from all pride, arrogance, and vainglory. Whatever hath been said hath come from God. Unto this he verily hath borne and beareth now witness, and he in truth is the all-knowing, the all-informed. Baha'u'llah.